Hello again. I'm going to read for you one of my favourite books. It's a really special book because it was one of the first books that I bought Ruben when he was born. And it's written by Robert Munsch. And just before I start reading it, I just wanted to show you, this is a picture of Ruben, my eldest son, when he was a baby. Look how tiny he is in that picture. Fast asleep. And this was Ruben when he was about your age, when he was in about year 1 or year 2. He was a cheeky little boy running around and getting into absolutely everything. And now Ruben is 14 and this is what he looks like. He's grown so much. Okay, so Ruben is very tall. Mrs. Stephen's tall and Ruben's even taller than I am. And he's grown from about that big to that big in 14 years. And this story reminds me of how much he's grown. It's called Love You Forever. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby will be." That baby grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years. And he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books out off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the fridge. And he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes the mother would yell, "This child is driving me crazy." And he really did. But at night time, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, tiptoed across the floor and looked down at his bed. If he was really asleep, she picked him up and she rocked him back and forth, back and forth. And she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that little boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 8 years old. And he never wanted to come in for dinner. And he never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he sometimes said bad words at his dinner table. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. And she really did. But at night time, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that 8-year-old boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He wore strange clothes and had strange friends and listened to strange music. Sometimes his mother felt like she was in a zoo. But at night, his mother opened the door to his room, crept across the floor and looked down at the bed. If that teenager was really asleep, she kissed him on the cheek and sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that teenager grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a flat on the other side of town. Phew. But sometimes, on dark nights, the mother took a bus across the town. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she let herself in, tiptoed upstairs and looked at the bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she kissed him on the cheek and whispered, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that mother, she got older. She got older and older and older. One day she called up her son and said, "You better come and see me because I'm getting really old and sick." So the son went to see his mother, and when he came in the door, she tried to sing the song, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you. But she was too old and sick to finish the song. The son went to his mother, hugged her and rocked her back and forth, back and forth. I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mother you'll be. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up and he rocked her back and forth, and he sang. Come on, see if you can join in the words now. I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Bye everyone.